What's going on everyone? Welcome to another tutorial in the series. In this tutorial we are going to look at a special variable that is called as double underscore name double underscore. Even though this is a special variable, it is still a variable and we can print it. We are inside the tut1.py file. So let's print inside tut1 and let's print the special variable. So double underscore name double underscore. So this is the special variable, and whenever you have double underscore before and after a variable or method, they are special and are defined by Python. Also, instead of saying double underscore, you will see people saying dunder, which is just short for double underscore. So instead of double underscore name, we can call it dunder name. So let's run this. And you can see it prints inside tut1, and the variable, the special variable double underscore name double underscore is equal to double underscore main double underscore. So this is what double underscore name double underscore stores. So when I run this code from this file, the tut1.py file, the special variable name is equal to main. Now let's create another file which I have already created. So this file is tut2.py, and inside this file we'll import tut1 and let's print the same in this file as well. So let's say inside tut2 and let's print dunder name. So now let's run the tut2.py file, and now you can see it prints inside tut1 which is the file name, and this print statement is from this tut1.py file, and you can see we have imported it inside tut2.py. So when we import tut1.py, it first runs this file. As we don't have any function, it directly executes tut1.py and it prints this line inside tut1, and now dunder name of tut1 is equal to the file name tut1, and the second print statement is from the tut2.py file. So let's bring that up, and in this case we are running tut2.py itself, so the dunder name variable is equal to main. So when you run a Python file by itself, as we are doing with tut2.py, the dunder name variable is equal to main, and when you import the Python file or module, the dunder name variable is equal to the file name. So hope that makes sense and you understood the concept of dunder name. So now let's look at another concept. So let's go to tut1.py again. So now we are inside tut1 Python file, and now let's look at the use of dunder name variable, why you might need it. So let's first create a function. So let's say def example, and let's print this is an example function. And a new line. So \n is used for new line, and on the new line we'll print the dunder name variable. So double underscore name double underscore, and now instead of calling this function, we'll use if dunder name equals dunder main, and inside the if statement we'll call this function. So let's say example. So we know that when we run this file itself, the dunder name variable will be equal to dunder main. So this if statement will be true, and it will print this is an example function, and on the new line it will print the value of dunder name which will be equal to main. So let's run this, and you can see it prints this is an example function and also the value of dunder name which is equal to dunder main. So this means that this if statement is true, dunder name is equal to dunder main. So now let's go to the another file tut2.py. So now we are inside tut2.py and we are importing tut1, and let's import it as t1. So t1, and let's call our function t1.example, and now let's run tut2.py And you can see we are able to print this is an example function from the tut1 file, and the dunder name variable now is equal to tut1 because we are importing tut1, and the dunder variable of tut2 file is equal to dunder main. So now let's remove the if statement from the tut1 file. So let's comment this and we'll keep the example as it is and save this file. And now we are inside tut2.py, so let's run this file again. And now you can see it calls the function 2 times. So this is because when we import the file tut1 as t1, so let's go to our tut1 file. This function is called first, and when this function is called, it prints this is an example function and the name. And you can see it prints this is an example function and the dunder name variable. So this is the reason why it printed these two lines. And now let's go to the tut2.py file. And now inside tut2.py you can see we are calling the function again t1.example, and this is what causes these two lines to print. And that's the reason why you might need if dunder name equals dunder main. So your function calls don't occur when you import the file. These function calls will only occur when you run the actual file itself. And also this is helpful when you have multiple Python files and you just want to test the functions from this file itself without causing any other issues to Python files in which you have imported this file. So hopefully that explains the dunder name variable and also the if name equals main statement. And that concludes the tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, subscribe if you liked it, and until next time.